It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Cicero and Clay, our good friends at the Syracuse Fitness Store, and our terrific pals at the Vince Aguirre Consulting Group. Become a better leader both personally and professionally with Scott's team at vcgtransforms.com. Today was the return of the Mac. And I ain't talking Jones. I'm talking about Isaiah McKenzie. Now, it's not spelled M-A-C-K-E-N-Z-I-E, but it's M-C-K-E-N-Z-I-E, where Mac Jones, of course, is M-A-C. But hey, McKenzie, Mac, you get the point. Isaiah McKenzie was stellar today for the Buffalo Bills. He was outstanding, getting in space. That first drive, you knew he was on a different level today. Catching that ball, I think it was 4th and 2 or 4th and 3 on the first drive. Bills going for it. They had burned the timeout. They get the TD. 11 catches, 125 yards, 1 touchdown. Late in the game, the confidence that Josh Allen had in McKenzie. Sometimes on the run, Allen would float it just in the breadbasket of McKenzie. And frankly, that's what Allen did all day long, especially in the fourth quarter. That last drive was a thing of beauty. That one dart throw across the middle to Stephon Diggs was literally perfection. From 17 to 14 equals 6, which is what we used to say with 12 plus 83 equals 6 in terms of Jim Kelly and Andre Reed. Now it's the Allen Diggs show. But this was a tremendous, tremendous game for Isaiah McKenzie. And I've said it for a long time. I thought Sean McDermott really dropped the ball. When he put him in the doghouse from one turnover, and again, I don't know if there were internal situations going on, if there was some internal battling and fisticuffs and all the rest, but he didn't deserve that no matter what, Isaiah McKenzie. It's hard for me to believe that those guys had a couple differences of opinion, and then that was it, and you had to bench him, and now he's in the doghouse. What about all the other players on the Bills? What about the whole Corona thing and Cole Beasley and all the rest? I mean, whatever side you're on, that stuff doesn't help the camaraderie of the team. It doesn't help the team chemistry, the team building towards the ultimate goal. It makes no sense to me. Isaiah McKenzie never deserved to be in the doghouse. Now, am I saying that he's freaking the greatest offensive Swiss Army knife of all time? Of course not. But I think he's important to this offense because if you look at the Bills last year even, and I know last year's last year, but and this year, for all intents and purposes, when the Bills offense looks the best, McKenzie's in there. He's doing something. He's punt returning and kick returning, sure, and now it's Stevenson's gig. I get it. And last year he did a lot of the returning. But this year, he did it in backup of Andre Roberts, of course, but then in that last game against Miami, he was great. What I'm getting at is punt, kick return, whatever. It's the offensive side that he's so impactful. Jet sweeps, motion, going across the middle. He utilizes the speed. He has great hands as well. So, look, one fumble. I mean, my God, everybody has a bad game, makes a bad mistake. Michael Jordan had bad games. So the return of the Mac today, Mac is in McKenzie, Isaiah McKenzie, one of the difference makers for the Buffalo Bills in a 33-21 victory at Foxborough. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by our great friends at Rosie's Corner, Brewerton Ace Hardware, Brian Comboy of Mass Mutual New York State, and Stanley Law Offices. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports, the ML Sports Platter on Facebook and Instagram as well. I'm going to have a ton of NFL stuff this week, ton of Bills talk. I'll do my recap. I'll do my preview of next week and a heck of a lot more. So stay tuned for the ML Sports Platter. A college football playoff preview in the archive for the 31st, which is New Year's Eve. So a lot going on, a lot to talk to you about, and can't wait to have you dialed in. Go get it, ML Sports Platter. Download, subscribe, leave feedback, and a 5-star review on all the major platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, Deezer, and a heck of a lot more. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.